everybody? Eric again. Like and subscribe. Here we go. Let's continue reading about Straight Outta Lynwood. Critical reception. Chris Carl of IGN awarded the album an 8 out of 10. Denoting a great release. He called it another solid record to add to the collection. Just the right nostalgic blend of parodies, cross-out songs, and polka. Specifically, he selected White and Nerdy, Pogorama, and Weasel Something Day as the album's standout tracks, but felt that original songs like Pancreas and Our Syria were either not funny or late to the party. David Jeffries of AllMusic awarded the record 3.5 stars out of 5 and called it inspired. He highlighted White and Nerdy as a choice single, calling it a reason to celebrate Lenkovic's return. Jeffries applauded Canadian Idiot and Trapped in the Drive-Thru, calling both funny, and he also noted that the originals from the album were humorous as well. However, he felt that the Usher and Taylor Hicks parodies were only mildly humorous, and that some of the original songs really drag when compared to the others. Gavin Edwards of Rolling Stone awarded the album 3 out of 5 stars and highlighted Trapped in the Drive-Thru as the album's best song, writing Weird Al is funniest when he's singing about food. Al Shipley of Stylus gave the album a B- and felt that while White and Nerdy was a solid parody, the other spoofs on the album were not quite up to par. He praised Pancreas and Virus Alert as the album's best style parodies, comparing the latter to the 1985 single Dare to Be Stupid, while criticizing Our Syria, Close But No Cigar, and Don't Download This Song. Shipley concluded that the most hilarious moment on the album was Lenkovic singing the lyrics to Candy Shop by 50 Cent over a polka beat in Pogorama. Scott Schettler of Slant Magazine awarded the album 3 stars out of 5. He felt that in the 2000s, Lenkovic's work had gradually declined in quality, but that Straight Outta Lynwood displayed occasional flashes of genius, such as White and Nerdy, which he praised for Lenkovic's rapping ability. Schettler also felt that Trapped in the Drive-Thru was impressive, although he noted it was not as spectacular as it could have been. Once again, Confessions Part 3 and Do I Creep You Out were described as throwaways. However, Schettler wrote that for once, Lenkovic's originals are better than his parodies, highlighting Pancreas, Our Syria, and Don't Download This Song as the best songs on the album. Accolades. Straight Outta Lynwood was nominated for 2 Grammy Awards in the categories for Best Comedy Album and Best Surround Sound Album. Rolling Stone later named Trapped in the Drive-Thru as one of the 100 greatest songs of 2006, ranking it at 77th, while Blender ranked White and Nerdy at number 76 on their top 100 songs of 2006. Goes in between the 2 years. Commercial performance. Straight Outta Lynwood was released on September 26, 2006. On April 4, 2007, the album was certified gold for shipments exceeding 500,000 copies. The album's lead-off single, White and Nerdy, was a hit on the Billboard Hot 100, charting at number 9. This made it his highest charting single, surpassing Eat It, which had peaked at number 12 in 1984. It also marked the first time that Lenkovic had ever cracked the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. Canadian Idiot also charted on the Hot 100, peaking at number 82. On June 15, 2007, White and Nerdy was certified gold, his first gold single since Eat It in 1984, and on January 31, 2008, the single was certified platinum for selling over 1 million copies, making this the first time that Lenkovic had ever achieved this level of certification. In addition, the ringtone for White and Nerdy was certified gold. Internationally, the album charted at number 27 on the Australian Albums Chart. White and Nerdy also peaked at number 14 on the Swedish Singles Chart and number 80 on the UK Singles Chart. In late 2013, Lenkovic sued his album. In late 2013, Lankovic sued his label, Volcano, and its parent company, Sony Music Entertainment, for unpaid publishing royalties from several of his albums, as well as for his track, White and Nerdy. Lankovic claimed that, despite the song's viral success, it never earned royalties from the single. The initial lawsuit was for $5 million. Lankovic won the lawsuit and was awarded an undisclosed sum of money from Sony. Track listing, number, title, fighters, parody, length, 1. White and Nerdy, Hakim Saraki, Joanne Solanas, Oscar Solanas, Anthony Henderson, Alfred Lankovic, Widen, by Chamillionaire, featuring Crazy Bone, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. 2. Pancreas, Lankovic, style parody of Brian Wilson, 3 minutes and 48 seconds. 3. Canadian Idiot, Billy Joe Armstrong, Lankovic, American Idiot by Green Day, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. 4. Awasiya, Lankovic, style parody of Rage Against the Machine, 3 minutes and 51 seconds. 5. Pokerama, Various, arranged by Lankovic, Polka Medley, including Chicken Dance by Warner Thomas, Let's Get It Started by the Black Eyed Peas, Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand, Beverly Hills by Weezer, Speed of Sound by Coldplay, Float On by Modest Mouse, Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz featuring De La Soul, Don't Chop by Pussycat Dolls featuring Busta Rhymes, Somebody Told Me by The Killers, Slither by Velvet Revolver, Candy Shop by 50 Cent featuring Olivia, Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg featuring Pharrell, Pon de Replay by Rihanna, Gold Digger by Kanye West featuring Jamie Foxx, The Nina Bambina Polka by Weird Al Lankovic. 6. Virus Alert, Lankovic, style parody of Sparks, 3 minutes and 46 seconds, 4 minutes and 17 seconds. 6. Virus Alert, Lankovic, style parody of Sparks, 3 minutes and 46 seconds. 7. Confessions Part 3, Usher Raymond IV, Jermaine Molden, Brian Michael Cox, Lankovic, Confessions Part 2 by Usher, 3 minutes and 52 seconds. 8. Weasel Stomping Day, Lankovic, style parody of animated musical specials of the 1960s, 1 hour, 1 minute and 34 seconds. 9. Close But No Cigar, Lankovic, style parody of Cake, 3 minutes and 55 seconds. 10. Do I Creep You Out, Tracy Ackerman, Annie Watkins, Paul Wilson, Lankovic, Do I Make You Proud by Taylor Hicks, 2 minutes and 46 seconds. 11. Trapped in the Drive-Thru, Robert Kelly, James Page, Robert Plant, John Baldwin, Lankovic, Trapped in the Closet by R. Kelly, contains an interpolation of Black Dog by Led Zeppelin, 10 minutes and 50 seconds. 12. Don't Download the Song, Lankovic, style parody of 1980s charity songs, 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Total length, 47 minutes and 45 seconds. Personnel. Credits adapted from CD liner notes, except where noted. Band members. Weird Al Lankovic, lead vocals, tracks 1 to 12. Background vocals, tracks 1 to 11. Piano, track 2. Harpsichord, track 2. Vibraphone, track 2. Tenorine, track 2. Accordion, tracks 2-5. Harmonica, track 2. Bass harmonica, track 2. Toy piano, track 2. Finger snaps, tracks 2-5. Hand clips, tracks 2, 5, 9. 12. Keyboards, tracks 4, 6, 11. Ball horn, track 5. Ratchet, track 5. Group vocals, track 5. Vibra slap, track 9. Choir vocals, track 12. Jim West, keyboard programming, track 1. Acoustic guitar, track 2. Banjo, tracks 2, 5. Ukulele, track 2. Finger snaps, tracks 2, 5. Hand claps, tracks 2, 5, 9, 12. Electric guitar, tracks 3 to 4, 6 to 7, 9 to 12. Group vocals, track 5. Chorus vocals, track 9. Choir vocals, track 12. John Bermuda Schwartz, drum programming, tracks 1, 7, 11. Drums, tracks 2 to 6, 8 to 10, 12. Sleigh bells, track 2. Tampani, tracks 2, 8. Tambourine, tracks 2, 5 to 6, 9 to 10, 12. Wood blocks, tracks 2, 5, 8. Shaker, track 2. John Harp, tracks 2, 5. Siren whistle, tracks 2, 5. Sled whistle, track 2, 5. Claps, track 2. Cabasa, track 2. Bicycle bell, track 2. Finger snaps, track 2, 5. Hand claps, track 2, 5, 9, 12. Flexatone, track 5. Bird call, track 5. Duck call, track 5. Group vocals, track 5. Whistle, track 6. Maracas, track 9. Cowbell, track 9. Hi-hat sequencing, track 9. Chorus vocals, track 9. Simmons drums, track 12. Bar chimes, track 12. Steve J, bass guitar, tracks 2 to 6, 9 to 10, 12. Banjo, track 2. Flute, track 2. Finger snaps, track 2, 5. Hand claps, track 2, 5, 9, 12. Bass vocals, tracks 5, 8. Group vocals, track 5. Synth bass, track 7, 11. Choir vocals, track 12. Additional musicians, Miles J. String bass, tracks 2, 8. Sarah O'Brien, cello, track 2. John Dixon, French horn, tracks 2, 12. Lee Thornburg, trumpet, tracks 2, 6, 9, 12. Nick Lane, trombone, tracks 2, 6, 8, 12. Warren Luerning, trumpet, track 5. Joe Peskin, clarinet, track 5. Tommy Johnson, tuba, track 5. Kim Ballard, keyboards, tracks 7, 11 to 12. Lisa Papel, female vocals, track 8. Background vocals, track 10. Choir vocals, track 12. Angie Duray, female vocals, track 8. Choir vocals, track 12. Kim Aaron, female vocals, track 8. Choir vocals, track 12. Monique Denali, female vocals, track 8. Background vocals, track 10. Choir vocals, track 12. Suzanne Lankovic, whistle noises, track 8. Nina Lankovic, weasel noises, track 8. Bo Lankovic, weasel noises, track 8. Rubienne Votera, keyboards, track 10. Scotty Haskell, background vocals, track 10. David Joyce, choir vocals, track 10, 12. Wendy Crenshaw, choir vocals, track 12. Technical, Al Lankovic, producer, Jim West, orchestral arrangement, track 8. Tony Papa, engineer, mixing. Rafael Serrano, engineer. Jason Watkins, assistant engineer. Brian Warwick, assistant engineer. John Adams, assistant engineer. Philip Ramos, assistant engineer. Bernie Bronman, mastering. Jeff Galligan, art direction, design. Michael Blackwell, photography. Crystal Street, styling. Casey Morenga, hairstylist. Walter Barnett, set designer. Emily Harrell, producer. For STIR. Charts, certifications. Charts, chart performance for Straight Outta Lynwood. Chart 2006, peak position. Australian Albums Chart 27, US Billboard 200 10, US Comedy Albums 1, US Top Internet Albums 10. Certifications, country, certification. Sales thresholds, United States, gold. Singles, year, song, peak positions. US, SWE, UK. 2006, White and Nerdy, 9, 14, 80. 2006, Canadian Idiot, 82. Bye for now.